Hello and welcome back. And what's this? It's a motorbike. And where are we going today? Oh, what am I doing? I thought I'd try a little intro, and then for some reason went creepy Blue Peter presenter. Not entirely sure why that happened. Why is this guy hiding in my blind spot? Oh, just fun fact actually. When I was younger, I got some Blue Peter badges. Went around collecting for a sponsored walk, I think it was. Spent all that money on sweets. Generate. But actually since there's a countdown and or weather warnings to the impending apocalypse, I don't really want to go too far afield. I was going to go up to Cockermouth, but it's quite, I don't know, I'm worried I'm going to get trapped in some sort of downpour as the heavens open. So instead, from a little suggestion from New Biker actually, on one of his comments, was the Forest of Bowland near Preston. I'm heading towards Moorcock. Guess why I chose that destination? Because I'm a child. So yeah, that's why has he got his indicator on still? I'd never understand that. I thought they're cancelling cars. So that's today's plan. Gonna head for Moorcock. From there, who knows? God, I hate this roundabout. Earplugs are a little bit loose, I think. Got a bit of buffeting in the eardrums. Ooh. I can't stop sniffing. Oh god, it's either a cold or hay fever. Get on the fucking cycle path, you absolute bellends. Look at that. Look. Fucking hell, I might as well ride on it. I'm fully aware that you don't have to, but for the love of God, you don't get hit by traffic. And traffic doesn't have to swerve and avoid and piss around. It's probably a better road surface anyway. Cyclists! Ah! I tell you what, I did impress myself with my recent two videos, not because I did anything particularly noteworthy, apart from cutting out every single, a 45-minute journey, cutting out every single gap or non-speaking moment. Oh my god, I'm so eloquent. One of them was still over 20 minutes long. That's just, I don't know, peak waffle. I don't think it can be beaten. And it wasn't just me going, woo-hoo, ha-ha, either. I probably did at some point. I have been thinking recently actually about the whole thing about throttle therapy, and I've never really subscribed to that idea of throttle therapy. I believe it's essentially if you've got a hobby or something that you enjoy doing, then doing that thing will make you feel better. But it doesn't make your problems disappear. If you've got money problems or something, going out on a bike isn't going to make you any richer. Just wondering why the traffic fuckery seems to be going on. You know, I'll just nip to front. Boo-boo! Dominance asserted. I'm a bicycles. I should probably stop doing that. Just going to annoy people. Not blatantly. But I have noticed, getting back on track, that doing these videos have become quite cathartic for me. I don't ride to make a video, more make videos out of the rides that I'm doing. I don't know whether that'll change in the future, whether my mindset will think, oh, I might go out and make a video. I suppose it spurs me, urges me, nudges me in the direction of the bike. But on days like this, I'm gonna go out if I can. I was supposed to go, like I say, I was going to go out on the weekend regardless. I couldn't be bothered yesterday and I had a bit of a headache, so I thought, well, I'll go out Sunday, and then all the weather warnings pop up about the impending apocalypse, so I thought I'll go out early and enjoy where I can, when I can. Jesus, I'm getting sidetracked again. So, what am I doing? What was it? So, rewind. What was I thinking about? Talking about me being on the bike, having fun, making videos, put them on YouTube, talking shit. Right, so I've noticed that my ability to waffle has not so much increased, but it helps put things in a sort of order in my brain instead of just the sheer jumbled chaos it is. Because when I'm at work, I don't really talk too much to people much. Not like out of like any shyness or whatever. It's mainly because I've got very little in common with most people. I don't watch TV. I actually take care of myself physically. You don't drink and don't do all the rest of that garbage, and I don't really want to talk about football for 8 hours, so I don't really have long conversations with the co-workers. And normally when I get a little bit too chatty, get a little bit sweary, get a bit loud, I'll say something appropriate. And my jokes are very much like aeroplanes at 9/11. Times they just don't land. Wow, I just did that as well. But there was a YouTube video someone linked about living as opposed to existing, and having risk in your life as opposed to nothing but safety. And it started to make me think of like the person I used to be when I was younger, and what would that person think of the me that is now. In many ways I'm still the same guy, still the same humour, but I generally have to just keep that on, you know, on the down low, otherwise I'll get myself in trouble. Most likely. From a very early age I realised that I needed to do something to curb my not acting out. It wasn't like violent or nothing malicious. It was usually I just had like oh, this will be funny, and then end up in so much trouble. So I joined the army, and I thought that'll help. That'll curb this my wanton desire to do stupid things, and it just made things worse. Basic training ended up in jail, but no. But it was, but the reason I got put in military jail in basic training wasn't AWOL or acting out or fighting. I made a PowerPoint presentation, an animated PowerPoint presentation called "Sexual Adventures of Misdemeanor." And I went to Arborfield Apprentice College. For anyone that knows that, it's you do basic training alongside a lot of school work. Occasionally you learn how to use IT and there's maths and stuff like involved. You're basically supposed to be training to become like future leaders, but it's just a 9-month basic training with a lot of fuckery. So I got bored during one of the lessons and just made this full-on animation. And to be fair, there was some very graphic clip art being molested. Oh, but whoops, straight to jail. Good job, me. And we go to phase 2 training. So I was in the REME, so that was Borden, and whoop, jailed again. But to be fair, this one wasn't my fault. Well, it was circumstantial. Basically, I broke my car, and there's a part of the car park where abandoned vehicles go. So I found another Fiesta XR2, just like mine, that had been smashed up with loads of things missing. So I go to the guard room, say, "There's this car, blah blah blah, can I take some parts off it?" The guy goes, "Sure," right? So I stripped the front end basically. Turns out the guy wasn't, it wasn't abandoned, the guy was just like on a long course. So he comes back, finds his car in absolute shambles, but I'm the last guy to mention, because I publicly asked for it instead of just taking it. They come to me, right? And obviously I've got the parts that I took. But the guy's complaining that he's missing alloy wheels and bucket seats and stuff like that. And I had alloy wheels that weren't his, bucket seats that weren't his. So I'm coming across. So I'm like going, you know, I asked the sergeant, and this guy fucking cock blocks me straight. He's like, no one's came in, no one's mentioned it. So I get fucked basically. So I'm straight into jail. Then I promptly escaped. So the first person in the history of Semi Borden to ever escape a military prison. Oh me. So I was never one for keeping quiet. Always doing something stupid. Always got a little plan to amuse myself that goes horribly wrong and gets me in so much trouble. And I've learnt since I've left the army that you just can't, you just can't do that. The consequences, instead of just getting put on like show parade, you end up actually losing your job. I want the money. So generally these days have to be quite subdued, especially in work. So I've noticed it's quite nice to be able to just waffle on after work, get on the bike, talk into the camera, chat some poo, make some videos specifically tailored to annoy as many people as possible, usually involving filtering and the desecration of the sanctity of the white line in the road. How dare you cross that white line? I'll be honest with you, I pretty much consider that most road markings are all car related. They weren't really made with bikes in mind, so who cares, right? If they don't want a car to straddle a white line, they'll crash into someone, but a bike straight down the middle. Woo-hoo. Oh, imagine that. What are you in here for? Yeah, I'm here for fighting. Yeah, fighting. Yeah. Oh, I punched my CO. What did you do? I made a cartoon man bang a horse. Interesting. Such a knobhead. When I said the things about like non-violence, it was the one time I tried to hijack a bus. Drunk, sure, but that did happen. And the whole, well, it's not quite a carjacking because the woman still kept the vehicle. But to be fair, I assumed, obviously quite wrongly, she was a cab driver, and she never said she wasn't. So we just kind of forced some woman to drive everyone around for quite some time. I can probably assume the sheer amount of blind panic that she was in when a group of drunk buddies suddenly stop your car and jump in and tell you to drive. But that was an honest mistake. There was a time I got a guy posted to the Falklands because he broke my tumble dryer, and then when he was there I got his car scrapped. So not violent, but a clear dick move. Oh, someone's going on my shit list. Someone's going on my shit list. It's gonna be you. I think a lot of people are thinking. It's enjoy the sunshine, dodge the raindrops. Go away. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. What do we get a ticket with a bloody post now?